Welcome everyone to the Package Group Weekly Sync for the 14th of June 2021. Steve, you have the first item.
Yeah, this is just something that I wanted to let everyone know, to be aware of, that there's an effort underway to add some restrictions to job tokens, which would only allow them to have access to the pipeline's project by default. There'll be a way for them to access other projects, but that's not built quite yet. They are aware of the impact that it could have on users with packages. It's all being set behind a feature flag, and they've been working so that it won't hopefully have any impact on any users that are doing sort of cross project pipelines, but something to be aware of.
When are we expecting this to go in?
I don't know. I think the initial work that sort of restricts it to one project behind a feature flag, that might already be merged. But I don't know in terms of when the feature flag would get lifted. I think that's once there's options for users to be able to get around it. And I think they were going to attempt to do it. Well, I guess the major version probably isn't going to happen at this point because we're coming to the cutoff right now. But at a time that made sense for users to be able to say that it's a breaking change.
Did someone else have a question? Thanks, Steve. Did someone else have a question? I thought I might have cut someone off there. Nope. Okay. What action do you think we need to take here, Steve?
I don't know if there's really an action, just to keep an eye on it and make sure that we're in communication with that team, and they let us know if they are going to be making any sort of restrictions.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. David, you have the next item.
Yes, thanks. This is to show you a new way to ask for console access on staging or production for the database or Rails. I've been testing this because I'm a heavy user of the Rails console on staging, and so they took me as a tester for this. It works well. The only thing that is a downside is you need an approval from an SRE, essentially. So you create a request like, hey, I want to have access to the Rails console, and someone has to approve that request. And so I guess this could take a bit of time, and that's the only downside I see. The upside is that, well, we have now an easier way to access the production console, which could be super useful for debugging some super complex bugs.
Is that just manager approval, David, that the console access request is for? That you...
No, it's an SRE that has to approve the request.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you before. I apologize. Thanks.
And so when SREs are usually busy, so I guess your approval can have a bit of a delay. The only upside in that process is that the approval is valid for 24 hours. So you have the full day to do whatever you need to do on this access.
Does it notify you when the access has been given? Or is there an easy way to see, like, once you've...
Yeah, you have a small CLI that you can install. Well, it's actually the client, the wrapper around SSH or around the console tool. And so there is a command to list your requests, and there is also a web UI, but I'm not sure. I was not notified by email or whatever that your request was approved.
Okay, yeah, I see here, it says it will hang, but will return as soon as the request is approved or denied. Cool.
So it's, I guess it's not, still not super smooth. They want to automate this approval process, but still it's a way to have access to a read-only Rails console on production, which could be super useful since our team deals a lot with APIs and data that is only accessed by APIs.
Cool. Thanks, David. Any other questions on that? Nope. All right, we have a couple of not recorded items, so I'm going to stop the recording here. So thank you very much, everyone, for their time, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. See ya.